Hello guys, welcome to Basic Nursing Classes. Myself Amanpreet. Today we are moving on with level C, high priority lab values. In the previous video we discussed about two lab values in category C, that were HV level of less than 8 and oxygen saturation. Okay. Now the third one is INR. INR is International Normalized Ratio. It is measured on the patients who are receiving warfarin orally. Warfarin is always given orally, okay, or Coumadin therapy. If the patient is taking warfarin, the level of INR should be between 2 to 4, okay. For example, 2.5, 2.8, 3.5, 3.8, okay, between 2 or 4, it's okay. But if the level goes beyond 4 or 4, then it's an alarming situation. In that case, you will first hold the medication, okay, hold the warfarin, assess for bleeding, okay. And third step is, if the level is very high, like 4.5, 4.8, then you have to give antidote of warfarin. The antidote for warfarin is vitamin K, and call the doctor. So these are the main steps you have to follow. Firstly, you will hold the medication. Secondly, you will assess for bleeding. And thirdly, you will prepare to give vitamin K and call the doctor. Okay. So these are the nursing responsibilities in warfarin. Now the next one is potassium. We already discussed about the signs and symptoms of high levels of potassium and low levels of potassium in the blood, okay, and the value is 3.5 to 5 in the blood. And if there is hypo, then obviously you will give potassium and call the doctor. Potassium is basically very important for the function of heart, okay. High levels and low levels of potassium in the blood can damage the heart. They can even stop the heart from beating, okay. In both cases there will be ECG changes. We will discuss both changes in some other video, okay. And in hyperkalemia there will be damage to the heart and ECG changes. In ECG, the main thing you have to remember is the T waves will be tall and peaked, okay. As you can see in the picture, in the first picture, it's the normal ECG, okay, PQRST, and in the second photo you can see that T wave is elevated, is tall, okay, that is with hyper, okay. Plus there is ST segment depression, okay. One thing more, hyperkalemia is more damaging to the heart than hypo, okay. So hyper is more alarming situation. In that case, firstly you will hold the potassium, okay, then assess the heart and ECG, and thirdly you will prepare to give Caxilate, okay, or D5W plus regular insulin. In Caxilate we exchange potassium with calcium, okay. We already discussed in the previous video, okay. And in D5W and insulin you will give IV, okay, and you have to inform the doctor. So these are the steps you will follow if the level of potassium is high in the blood, okay. Firstly you will hold the potassium, assess the heart, ECG, okay, and prepare to give Caxilate or D5W and insulin R, and inform the doctor, okay. Because high levels of potassium are damaging to the heart, and if the level is more than 6, it's an emergency, and in that case there can be death even within a fraction of seconds, within 2 minutes, okay. And in that case you cannot leave the patient alone, you have to stay with the patient, okay. Then you will have to call your team members, okay, to help help with the patient. Okay, now the next one is WBC count. The normal WBC count is 5,000 to 11,000. Okay, and we all know the main function of WBC is to fight with infection. Okay, and the best indicator of level of WBCs is ANC level. Okay, and it has to be above 500. Then it means the patient is good, is fine. And the next thing we are measuring in WBC count is CD4 count. CD4 count, it should be more than 200, and if the CD4 count is less than 200, then it means that there is the indicator for HIV. Okay, HIV, and patient can go into AIDS. Okay, so and CD4 is always measured in the patients with HIV, and in both low levels of ANC and low levels of CD4 count, the nurse has to look for sign and symptoms of infection. Okay, plus initiate neutropenic precautions. Okay, so in neutropenic precautions you have to give priority for maintaining the hygiene of the patient. Okay, plus look for the sign and symptoms of infection like fever, sore throat. Okay, and plus isolate the patient. Okay, isolate the patient from the crowd, and in severe cases you will have to admit the patient also. Okay, these are the main things you have to remember in INR, potassium level, and WBC count. And in today's video, that's all. So other lab values we will discuss in the next video. So good luck for your exam. Thank you.